Hello, guys. Hello, and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Nagropian Live. I know you guys see me doing live after live. It's just so convenient for me to speak to you guys in real time, get the video up, and also I don't have to do a lot of faffing around with editing as well. So it's really good, and of course I can engage directly with you guys. So it's good to see you here. Bantu Queen, Nikki, Nicole, Don Langdon, as always, the usual suspects, Idrissa and Afric Lioness. It's good to see all you guys here. BR, Gambia Global. So it's good to see you here. I just wish it was under better circumstances, you know, I really do. And I don't like bringing things back up again and again and again. And I used to, I'll be honest with you, I used to, because that's just the way YouTube works, okay? So when you make a video and you get a lot of views on it, you're supposed to make the same, a video that is about the same subject, but you clearly research more into that subject and you tell more people about that particular subject, but something different about it. And I used to not enjoy it, but clearly it works. That's just the way the algorithms work. This time, I don't want to hear more things about Blaxit, but they keep coming up. They keep coming up, and people keep coming out with different reasons, different excuses why they are making, contacting me for one, and why they are. They feel compelled to make videos themselves. That's what they're doing. They're making videos themselves about what's happening. Nobody else is watching them. Well, you're getting a few people who are watching these videos, but they don't have a lot of reach. So they go relatively unnoticed by the masses. I'm not saying that I'm some huge platform, but in general, if it's not for this platform, many people won't hear about some of the silly things that have been happening in the Blaxit camp. So if you've seen the thumbnail, you see the young lady on the thumbnail. Actually, okay, yeah. So that lady there, I go by Udaman. That's not her real name. That is a real name, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. So that's what I've been calling her, Udaman, something like that. And she is, and her husband is one of Blaxit's former clients. I don't even know if you can call her a client, because they didn't receive the they didn't get the land officially. They didn't get it. What happened is, well, I'm going to try and allow you guys to listen for yourself. Yeah, well, yeah, the cease and desist, Edra, is not going to do much when you're the one who's in the wrong. Okay, you're not allowed to defamate somebody's character, but if that person has actually done something, then you are allowed to talk about it. Okay, and if that person or whoever who writes up these defamation complaints, if they go to court with it, you know, clearly it's not going to end up in their best favor, right? If they haven't done the job that they said they were going to do to their clients, or if they haven't listened to them, clearly part of it is the client's fault. I said this in my oversight video. Part of it is the client's fault, because you should never go with and you shouldn't buy land from people who are unregistered, you know, in any form of way, even if they are not a registered if they are not a registered agent, you know, real estate agent, then they must be a registered 100%, you know, a licensed lawyer in the Gambia and licensed in the Gambia. Okay, they have to be that. And if they're not licensed in the Gambia, they've got to be licensed to practice in the Gambia. And it's not that difficult to do. If you're a licensed lawyer back in the UK, it's not that difficult to transfer those papers. So what we have is this lady who has made a video, and she slowly talks us through what has happened. So she traveled to the Gambia with her husband to view the land that Blaxit had told her that, you know, they had conditionally purchased. Okay, they hadn't received any of the paperwork yet, but they went there to view the land. And then as soon as they got there, that's when the messing around started. The excuses. Oh yeah, we can't really see. I'm not sure if the land is here. I'm not sure if the land is there. Oh, wait a minute. We'll try and find it. It's that, guys, should never, ever, ever happen. Ever. Because when you see the paperwork, when you see where your land is been demarked, right? It's not just demarked with sticks. That's just for a physical reference, okay? So you can see where it is. It is demarked digitally as well, with latitude and longitudinal coordinates, right? So you know where that stick is anywhere on this planet. There's only one coordinate for one corner, okay? So they give you 4 coordinates, right? Or 5 coordinates if your if your land is in the shape of a pentagon, but I'm guessing it isn't, or is it hexagon? Whatever. So yeah, if it's, you know, it's normally a square, right? So normally your land is going to be, you're going to have 4 latitude, longitude coordinates. Anybody will be able to find it. If you've got a cell phone, you can download an app from Garmin, and it's very, very precise. It's a free app as well. You can find out where your land is marked straight away. It's not rocket science. So for them to be given the runaround, this couple to be given the runaround when they got to the land by this, I'm not sure who this gentleman was, but clearly it was somebody that worked on behalf of Blaxit. For them to be given the runaround, to travel all the way to the Gambia and then be given the runaround is absolutely, it's more than just unprofessional. It's more than that. It's disgusting. It's horrible that you would put your clients through this mess. Really. Clearly, you know what's happening in the diaspora. You know, a lot of us aren't having the best of times, and some of us have, you know, put all of our trust and our faith into people like Blaxit, and they are getting burnt by poor, unprofessional service from these people. But like I said, and once again, guys, clearly I'm not trying to stand up for Blaxit, or else I wouldn't have made these videos. I want to start made this video today, clearly, because I know who's ultimately to blame. I know who's ultimately to blame. Because even if she isn't registered, she should still do what she said she's going to do, right? You know, I said yesterday, there are a ton of people who are running around saying, oh yeah, buy black, you know, you cannot do it from these Mzungus. Don't take the services from the Mzungus. They're expensive. They're this, they're that. Yeah, but at least you get your land. At least you don't get scammed. And I'm got to put my hand up, right? There are people, there are good agents out there. They're just difficult to find. They are very difficult to find. And they tend to be expensive as well, because you're not getting a normal price. You're getting a Mzungu price. You're getting a foreigner price, okay? Tourist price. That is what you're paying for this land. And there's nothing, there is clearly something you can do about it. But I'm not going to plug in oversight yet, because this is not, that wouldn't be professional in itself, in all honesty. And I want you guys to sort of listen up a little more about what happened. So after that, after they had this potential meeting when they went to go and see this land, and they didn't manage to find this land, okay? So the taxi driver or the driver of the car, they couldn't find the land. Blaxit sent a message to this lady's husband saying, "Oh, I take it you've seen the land." She'd sent this message to the couple. And the thing is, she knew that they did not see the land. She knew this, but she was trying one. She was trying to pull his leg. That's what we're saying. She was pulling his leg. She was trying to have him on, you know, because as soon as they said, "Oh yeah, we saw it, thank you," and you're going to get some people who are going to be gullible like that. "Yeah, we saw the land, thank you." And Julia is the kind of person, I would say she would come across bossy to some people, but she is assertive, absolutely, definitely assertive. Okay, so if you're a person, you're not in the right mind, and you've traveled from LA, you know, you've traveled all the way to the Gambia, you're a bit frazzled, you're a bit tired, okay, you just want things to get going so you can get it over and done with. You don't have a lot of time, you're not there for a long time. You have one person that's helping you, and that's Blaxit. One person that's helping you. You're just going to get there, you're going to listen to it. "Come on, let's go." "Okay, fine. Thank you. You know, which paperwork? "Oh, this paperwork here, but this isn't done yet." You know what I mean? So she won't have all the paperwork, and you're going to end up leaving there without the Arcalo papers, which is not even the paperwork which tells you that the land belongs to you, right? We've been through this already. There's no one piece of paper when you're buying real estate in the Gambia. There is no one piece of paper that says, "Oh, you own this piece of land now. Congratulations." No, there is no one piece of land that says that. There's no one piece of paper that says that. You have to have a combination of many pieces of documents, and you have to have all those documents. They've all got to be stamped, signed in the appropriate place by the appropriate people. Yeah, they need to be all done before you can say this land is mine. Yeah. But that's not what's happening, right? These agents are saying things like, "Oh yeah, you just need to get this done and that done, and oh yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, you just come back, you can get that one signed up, no problem." You know, and that's candy to your ears as a person that's traveled some 6,000 miles to get to the Gambia. That is absolute candy to the ears. "Oh, thank you, brilliant, thank you. I'm glad I can trust you." You can't trust them. They just want you. They want your money. They want you, once you come here, they don't want you to be here. Okay? They don't want you to be here. They want you to come with your money, or they want you to pay it. They want you to inspect whatever you need to inspect, and then they want you to bugger off back home again. This is not your home. You look at all the people who are having problems, real problems, you know, and making some headway with this. They are people who are in the Gambia, who are living in the Gambia. Okay? Those are the people that are making an effort to try and push things forward. I know that there is a group of I received actually, I'm not even going to go into it today. I'm not going to go into it. I'm going to keep it to myself. And but there is effort being made in the diaspora to get things sorted out with regards to Blaxit. And that is a really good thing, that we push things forward, because what we don't want is Melchizedek. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. what we don't want is, you don't want to go back home without your paperwork sorted, because that's what they want you to do. Okay, especially the capital gains tax. They don't want you to take that capital gains tax, because that's money out of their clients. Or if it's Blaxit's land, that's her money. That's something that she needs to pay. She can get away without paying $700-800. You know, whatever the size of the land is. You know, if she can get away with it, she will do it. Clearly, and that is really sad. Now you can see that there is very little professionalism or care for her brand. There is very little care for the brand. She doesn't really care. When you're at a point when you feel like you can just lie about what's happening, you can't tell the truth, it's already over for your organization. It's just a matter of time before things go down the drain, because people in the diaspora are trusting people on the continent, other diasporans on the continent, with their life savings, sometimes money that they have saved up for their entire lives. Sometimes that's what they're doing. And they are trusting people who are unlicensed, untrained, unprofessional at whatever they're doing. They are just there to make that money. They're there to make that credit. They're trusting these people. And so this is another very, very sad case where you have a customer who has no land and no money, right? No land, no money. And I didn't ask Tanya the last time she was on the stream this weekend. Was that yesterday? Was it yesterday? Today? Whatever. Anyway, when she was on the stream, I didn't ask her this. But when she bought her land, in the Gambia, the landowner never got her money. She didn't have to pay. She did not give that money to the landowner until she got the paperwork first. And that is the way it should always, always happen. And because you're in the diaspora and because you've been sweet talked by this person who has a belief in Pan-Africanism and in being B1 and all that sort of stuff, and they've jived you up through YouTube months upon months upon months, okay? And they know what they're about. Blaxit is one of the best talkers out there. And I'm going to tell you how she does it. I'm going to tell you how she does it right now. Okay? So, the way, seeking the truth, seeking the truth. I wonder who this is, seeking the truth. Why don't you come on? Seeking the truth. I bet you any money I think I know who this is. Just go about your business. Nothing to see here. Come on, everybody go. Come on. We don't want to hear about this. Of course not. We don't want to hear that people are still having problems with this, do we? We don't want to talk about the problems. We just want to tuck them, sweep them underneath the carpet. Let's move on. Come on. No. What are you bull? I think the S is supposed to. Anyway, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Or either that showtime, either that, or this is that person themselves. It's very easy to start up a channel like this. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, what was I saying? Let me go back to what I was saying. So the way Blaxit likes to work and take you down this sales corridor, if you've ever done sales before, you'll know what the sales corridor is she will bring you down. She will play sort of mind games with you. Okay. So what she will do is when she speaks to you on the phone and when she speaks to you face to face, she will hammer away at you. she will hammer away at you, right? Saying all these good things, not allowing you to get a word in edgeways. She'll just boom, 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 boom. This is actually a technique a lot of police officers use when they're interviewing somebody, a murder suspect or somebody. What they do is they get them down there and they sit them down, they hammer away. They talk, the policeman talks to the suspect, right? Takes them through an emotional roller coaster by talking to them, hammering away, just chipping away at that person's mental, it's mental fatigue in a way. It's mentally fatiguing, and it puts you in a situation where you just, you just want to accept what this person is telling you. You don't really want to ask questions because you don't want the conversation to go on for longer. This is the way she does it. She'll break you down piece by piece by piece. She's very, very good at it. If you don't know she's doing it, then you're buggered, because she'll just come across to you as a very pleasant, very nice, strong-willed individual. Do you know, she probably still is a very pleasant, very nice, strong-willed individual, but she will come across that way as well when she is speaking to you in this tone. But what she's really doing is it's a front. She's not speaking to you like that for any other reason other than to sell you herself. Okay? She's selling you, she's selling her own personality to you. So you trust her. Okay? So you get brought into her world. You trust her, and then you go about your business. That's about it. That's it. You trust her. And there shouldn't be any such thing as trust in business. I've spoken about this before. There shouldn't be any such thing as trust in business. My business is set up so that you don't have to trust me. You don't have to trust me. Okay? If I'm not doing the job properly, you don't pay me. If the money never goes to the people who own the land, it never goes to them. So you're always in a position where you can say, bugger this, this isn't happening. What's happening? Do you know what? No, stop the payment, stop this, take that back, boom, you can walk away. Okay? They don't want that. They don't want you to have that kind of option. But that is the way it can be done in the Gambia. You don't even have to go through oversight. You can advise your lawyer that you want things to be done a certain way. If you go through just a lawyer, that you want your money to be paid only after payment, the paperwork has been complete, the Akala papers has been complete, the capital gains tax has been paid, and you have a receipt and it's in your hands. Until you have all that, nothing. Maybe a small deposit, but nothing. So you can do that, but they don't want that. People like Blaxit, they want you to pay upfront, and you sort of expect it to be that way, right? You expect it to be that way, but you got to remember, this is Africa we're talking about. We're not talking about England, where you can't really get away with things like that because it's heavily regulated, right? It's heavily regulated, like in the United States. You can't get away with things like this. It's near impossible. Okay, sorry. I just want to go through some of your Kingston to Africa, Jamrock. Seeking truth, did you buy land from her? If not, hold a seat. Oh, hold a seat. She can live like a queen with all those dollars and pounds from Babylon. That's why I said M&H of the Gambia. Wait a minute. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, I cannot look at this now at this moment, but I'm going to take a look at it afterwards, because what I'm going to do is I need to make an actual video of this video. Okay, I have to make a whole video so you can see the clips. I was going to show it to you actually, and I have screen share on these laptops. I can easily show it to you. But for some reason, both of these laptops are disabling me. I'm unable to show you another screen so you can see this video. But so I'm going to make an actual video so it's up there already, so you guys can hear the full story of what this woman went through with her husband. It's tragic, man. It's tragic, and it's horrible to see that we still have people in this situation. There is a fight back. There are people fighting back, and it's good to hear that this is happening. It's good to hear that this is happening. I'm sorry, I have to be very careful with what I say, but there is work to try and get people, to try and get some, not even justice, just to get, these people don't want Blaxit to go to prison. They don't want Blaxit to go out of business. They are so, this is us as black people, really. We're almost too good to our own kind. They don't want her to go to prison. They don't want anything bad to happen to her, okay? They don't. They simply want either their money or their land or, a time. They would still even accept a time frame. 3 weeks. And I guarantee you I have this sorted. 2 weeks, and I guarantee you I will have this sorted for you. Here it is in writing. I'm going to sign it to you. Yeah? You'll do a digital signature. Boom, there you go. Yeah. No, that they don't want anything horrible to happen to her, because they probably still love her. We love each other as black people. Not all of us, but most of us. We want each other to do well. It's not like I'm here jealous of anybody. I mean, I don't get jealous anyway. I never get jealous of people with money, especially black people with money. I like seeing that. Some of my good friends back in London are good black people with money, and they are really, really pleasant people. And those people are the types of people who are humbled, because most of them, are Nigerian, right? They are Nigerian, and they come from Nigerian money, and they are humble because they know there are big boys. They know there are big boys around. So they don't get jealous. They're humbled. I don't get jealous about stuff like that. I'm not jealous of Blaxit. I'm not even sure if there is anything to be jealous of, right? They don't want to tear her down. They simply want her bloody paperwork back or their money back. And the fact that we're still here after a few weeks after I made these videos, the fact that I'm still here talking to you guys about it tells you what? It tells you nothing has been done. All she has done is she's dug into the trenches, and she's there prepared to fight for something which she shouldn't really feel a need to fight for. She shouldn't need to. She should be like, oh, okay, listen, okay, I buggered up here. Let's get this sorted out. Let's move on with our lives. I've sustained some damage from this, okay? I don't want people making videos about me, because there are people making I'm looking at one now. You're going to see this tomorrow, actually. So I'm going to make a quick video about this video. I'm going to break it down for you guys so you can see for yourself. Right? Because what she's saying in this is absolutely the truth. When she's talking in this video, I'm listening to her, I'm like, wow, that is, I don't know Blaxit personally, but from what I do know of her, that is her. That is her. So it's going to be an interesting watch, and I need you guys to watch that tomorrow. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. I'm hoping that Overseer of Oversight, Come on, do better, Seeking Truth. I haven't blocked you yet, so I'm just waiting for you to come out with something better. And it's Oversight with 2 V's, by the way. Website coming soon. It's under construction. Website coming soon. Just to let you guys know that. I'm just going to read some of your comments. Oh, she wants Black American stateless and without American nationality. Wow, no. You should not have to. You don't have to get rid of your American citizenship. Black righteous folks home. You should, for Black righteous folks home. You shouldn't have to get rid of your American citizenship, and I wouldn't do that under any circumstances. I'd keep that. I'd keep anything which enables you to continue to travel easier around the world anyway. It's just a piece of paper. No, it doesn't stop you from having to pay taxes, by the way. Even if you renounce your American citizenship, it doesn't stop you. You still are liable to pay taxes no matter where you are, because you are owned by them and they have the receipt. Remember, we were speaking about this, the birth certificate, that is their receipt. And as soon as they have that birth certificate, how much of a debt goes on an American baby's head as soon as they're born? Yeah. How much debt gets placed upon them? Boom. They just stick your debt. Ironically, Norway is the opposite, by the way, guys. So if you're born in America, you get a debt put on your head straight away, right? And you have to pay that off over a certain period of time through your taxes. That's how the corporation works there. That is the United States of America, the corporation, huge blue chip corporation that's trying to take over everything. Yeah, you get a massive amount put on your head immediately at birth. But when you're born in Norway, you almost have a trust fund. I forgot what they call it now. It's like a trust fund. It's $100,000. That's part of the, goodness, I'm going to try and remember this. So they take the oil out of the ground and they keep buying real estate all over the world. Okay. Part of Billionaires Row in New York, owned by the Norwegian government. Part of Oxford Street in London, owned by the Norwegian government, i.e. owned by the Norwegian people, right? They take care of their people. They don't stick a debt on their heads. So, sorry, anyway, back to what I was saying. So, you still have to pay taxes. So, yeah, keep your American citizenship anyway. Anything which enables you to go back there whenever you feel like. I bought my land directly from the owner. That can be done, Empress Makiba. That can be done. And things can go perfectly well for you in that instance. It depends on who you are and the type of chief you're speaking to. So some chiefs don't like it when you approach them directly. Some of them want you to come to them, but for other things, you understand, and talk to them. This is how Blaxit has gotten that land. She's talked them into it. She's one hell of a smooth talker. So she's spoken to them and brought them down the sales channel. Sold a service that she can easily pay for herself, like a borehole or something like that. Yeah, it's nothing. It's chump change. What about that land there? Listen, it doesn't matter. You're not using it. It'd be nice to develop it, and then maybe you guys could have a little shop in town or something, and then our people can go and buy their things from your town, and that would be interesting. That would be really cool. Who's going to say no to that? No one's saying no to that. No, unless they are big time chief. They're not going to say no to that. She'll take you down that sales channel, and then afterwards, that's it, boom. She's going to split all that land up. And this is part of the reason why it's taking so much time for your paperwork to come through, because she has to split that land up. She needs to divvy it up. And that can take an awful long amount of time. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to talk about oversight just a little bit. So that's one thing we do. We do check the ownership structure, and that's important, right? Because if it's one piece of land owned by one family, right, and they're selling it just to you, it's going to be a much quicker process, much quicker process than if it's a massive piece of land that needs to be divvied up by yourselves, right? Also, the land itself is owned also by multiple families, which can happen, right? So if you've got multiple families who all want a piece of that little pie, and you're divvying up this land already, boy, it's gonna take. It could take over a year. It could take over a year easy for you to get your land sorted. That's, and that's a nightmare scenario, because a lot can happen in a year. Africa is dynamic. It is really dynamic. Look at what's just happened down the road here. Look at what's just happened down the road here in Germany, right? You have billions and billions of euros worth of damage by flash floods. Yeah, so you have a lot of damage done in a place like Germany, the fourth richest country in the world, right? So you have a country like this, and they are struggling big time. They are struggling. They're struggling because they didn't expect these things to happen. Now, tell me, you don't think that these types of things can happen in a 1 year period to your home? If you've bought a home, you don't think it can happen to your home? Can you get insurance to make sure if it does happen, things won't get destroyed? Do you have insurance if your build is halfway through and then a big cyclone comes? Is it a cyclone? Yeah, whatever. A big storm comes during rainy season and collapses everything, and you have to clean up and start from square one. Have you got some backup for that? No. I mean, it's ludicrous that we are putting ourselves in this danger. I appreciate that we all have this appetite for risk. We do have this appetite for risk, which is good. You wouldn't even be investing on the continent if you didn't have some healthy appetite for risk, knowing that the reward for taking that risk and subverting it or lowering it, that prize that's waiting for you at the end, it's a good feeling. But you should not be passive about it, guys. The crap can always happen. And this is the reason why I always say, do not take your time getting this paperwork through. Do all the paperwork first. In fact, that's another thing. I'm sure she's watching now, who I had the interview with, the Tanya, who I had the interview with the other day. She'll tell you as well, the paperwork as well. I forgot what I was about to say. Anyway, things went smooth for her. Things went very smooth for her, and that's because she didn't pay everything up. That's what I was about to say. So things went quicker for her. Things went quicker for her because she bought the land all together, right? And this is what you can do if you're in an investment group, or if there are a group of you that's buying a big piece of land. You don't need to divide it up legally straight away. That can just take a lot of time. So if you're going directly to the landowner or whoever, you're not going through an agent. You don't have to ask them to divide up that land so each person has their land. The land's not going anywhere. So if you've got a group of 20 people, do that afterwards. Pour all of your resources and everything else into one good lawyer. Get that land signed over, right, into all of your names, because the land can belong to all of you. It's going to be divvied up equally. Or if it's not divvied up equally, you know, you put down how much square meters each person has, right? Buy the land, and then afterwards you can divvy it up, you can divide it up, you can do whatever you want with it, and that will shorten the amount of time of that sales cycle. Okay, and then you're not waiting 12, 13, 14 months for your paperwork to come through. You're in a better place, that's in a better situation. Let's have a look. Black for Righteous Phone. She's been trained by globalists to feed off. You don't believe in that conspiracy theory, right? Do you truly believe that's the case? What makes Germany wealthy? Exports. They have a net export positive, right? There's both from Jamaica heritage. Who? Oh, me. Yeah. Juliet is deflecting her scams by hiding behind PLL. Lumumba, fake charities, scholarships, and so-called community activities, etc., to make her image look good. A wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't know, you know. I don't know. Do you know what, Gambia Global TV? Look, listen, I like being pragmatic and honest about what I'm thinking. And she doesn't come across as someone who is totally fake, right? I think that there is good inside her. I just think that she is extremely unprofessional at what she's doing. Extremely unprofessional to the point in which it's going to get her in trouble. And I think that's what the case is. Do you know, guys, I didn't have a lot of time and I didn't really want to invite you guys on, but I'm going to actually. I'm going to start asking you guys, if you wish, if Seeking the Truth wants to come on and say their word, then go ahead. I'm going to put the link into the. Come on, you click, copy. There you go. I'm going to put it onto the post, so I'm going to post it so you. Here you go. So yeah, I don't think she's just a callous person out to hurt people. I don't think she's a. I don't think. Many of them aren't actually. I think if they could avoid hurting people, they would do it. You know, they're not sadistic people. They don't come across as sadistic people. Some of them might be, and they're just hiding it very well. But I truly believe that that she's not a bad person. She doesn't know she knows what she's doing, but she doesn't care. She doesn't really care much about bettering herself. Or bettering her brand. She would prefer just to lie about what's happening. Oh yeah, it's just the Gambia. You know, this is the way things happen. Yeah, it can take months sometimes. Yeah, may happen today, may happen tomorrow. We don't know. That sort of thing. You know, sticking out these huge variables. This is what this agency was doing the other day on the video. Okay. Oh yeah, it could take 3 months, could take 8 months. We don't know. You know, you do know. You can narrow things down. They just don't want to narrow things down for you guys because they don't want you on their backs if they get things wrong or if they take on too much work. They want as much space and as much time as possible. Whereas oversight, we don't have. We do want you to buy this particular piece of land, but we want you to know the truth, so we can just tell you the truth. It doesn't matter to us. We're not getting a percentage anyway. We're not getting a percentage, so we just tell you whatever. We tell you whatever you need to know, because there's no, it's not going to hurt us at all in the foggiest. Where is the lady you're supposed to be interviewing? Get a job and stop conning people to buy into undersight. Ha ha ha. Snake, snake, snake. Eyes, eyes, eyes. Fraud. Okay. ACOS Sunday. Yeah, I'm not even going to reply to that. Let's have a look. Turn. Today, please. What do you mean today? What do you want to hear? I'm not surprised Juliet looked like she be snapping at Adrian when the cameras stop rolling. He looks stressed out. Oh, we've spoken about cover on the African continent. I'd love for you guys to try. Give it a go. Tell him what you want to do and go to a specialist insurance company and see how much it's going to cost. That'll be interesting. There are actually insurance companies on the continent as well. Even big banks, big continental banks will insure you, but they're expensive. Clearly, they're very expensive. Juliet seems domineering and sassy. Is that a bad thing? When you're doing business on the continent, maybe that's what you need. I'm starting to believe that Blaxit's are agents sent to create division. No, but how? The repat movement should happen in different waves. Industrialists, professionals, laborers, and finally, the ratchets. Perhaps. No, African Caribbean diaspora talks. Come on. Any Nigerians in the room? I want to ask a cultural question. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There you go. Better yet, don't buy land from unlicensed and unreputable YouTubers. And it's not even the reputable. You've got a lot of YouTubers who are reputable, but because they're not backed up, because they're not licensed, they don't have any real backup. So if and when things go wrong, and things do go wrong quite often in unregulated markets, things can go wrong. When things do go wrong, that's it. It's over. It tends to be over. There's nothing you can do about it afterwards. So that's what I've been hammering into you guys here. Do something first about it. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask it whether somebody's insured, and if they say, yeah, we're insured, ask to see the documents. Ask if they're registered. Where are you registered? Where can I see the registration? Where can I see it? Is there a place online that I can see it? Which organization are you registered with? Ask these questions. Ask them. If they say no to all of them, are you going to give them your life savings for a piece of land, which in all honesty you may not even get? You're going to take that chance? I wouldn't. Fact, she is crazy. You can see emasculate in her husband. Oh, we're not ever going to go there. She connected and paid for everything minus her Gambian husband. So who cares? Black for right there, okay. Almost good. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, guys. I'm just going through your Choco Cat returning back. West Africa is a big place. The way you talk as if West Africa is one country and one rule. It's not. It consists of 16 countries, and each country has their own laws and rules. Yeah, but they're trying to merge those countries together for the better. I think. I hope ECOWAS is I hope it works. Like the Caribbean community, I hope it works. I hope it works, and they can it generates more what do you call it? I got up early this morning. You can tell, right? By the way, I posted 2 other videos up because I was editing those videos last night. Yeah. So more trade. Thank you. More trade between each other, and that's what I'm hoping. I'm just going to read. I know. Oh, come on, I've got to be careful here. I know, Yaya. I've been to Nigeria lots of times, but the place is shady as hell. Yeah, but it's just the way it is, man. I want to look into another West African countries, but I decided I might not buy property, just visiting on vacation. Are you, Choco Cat, returning back? Are you from the United States? Are you living in the United States? Oh, come on, man. Perhaps. Perhaps. UN, you're longing at this out. People want to hear the story as advertised. I've told the story, but listen, like us, do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear it? Or do you want to hear it properly tomorrow? Okay. It's better if I tell you the story somewhat now, right? I'm going to tell you the story somewhat now, but I'm not going to show you any video. I think that's better. It's better if I show you the video tomorrow. Building insurance, £50 a month then, 11 years ago. We're in which country? In the Gambia, Sal. I miss the Gambia, 12 years now. Good people. It's very poor. Okay. How much did you pay your guest to use her? Approximately 30 likes. Let you know, people see through your poo. Snake. Do you know what? Do you know what scares me about some of the people that talk on here when they do things like this and leave emojis and stuff? It's like these people are not kids. They're like old people doing this. It's kind of weird to see people in their late 30s and mid 40s talking like this, not mentioning any names. Naxleasy. You're not going to like this ACOS Sunday. I think I know who you are, right? So I'm going to have you guys listen in, okay? Since ACOS Sunday wants to hear it, I'm going to have you guys listen in.
Never give my husband that. See how if we're not going to be united. I saw in one video, he was saying, Africa, we need to be united. Do the right thing and see if everybody's not going to be united.
Okay.
You cannot start bringing in problems from here and there and feel that everybody will get united. She said to PayPal that my husband lost the Akalo transfer that has African property, which is a lie. She never gave my husband that. And if you can imagine this, how can my husband lose the paper that, the Akalo transfer paper that has African property name on it, which is very, very important document. We did not misplace our plane tickets. All the receipts, even the, apartment we were staying, we still have the receipts even till today. We did not misplace that. But for her to think and to lie, how can she lie like that? I never knew that. I never knew whatsoever it is that Blaxit maybe you're up to something. Because Blaxit lies a lot. All the lies she told, I can't even imagine with all these things. But to think that even after we kept calling her and calling her and calling her, she didn't return calls, she didn't pick up calls. But when we send a mail to PayPal, then she stayed all night to send us messages and start telling us, no, that wasn't how you should have done it. I was supposed to take it. But she made a video. She didn't take my husband to the land. She didn't take none of us to the land.
Okay, wait there. I want to say something. So you heard what she was saying. Yeah, no problem. Boom, boom. As soon as you've paid the money over to them, all of a sudden their Wi-Fi payment, but all of a sudden everything is bad. This is just the way it works. This is what they do. Okay. So she got a taste of that straight away. I'm going to allow you guys to continue listening, okay? Because I know some of you haven't watched this.
For that, sweetheart. Okay, my first point. I came to the Gambia.
Oh, wait. There's no video.
And to the Gambia.
He's going to make a voiceover.
Thank you for that, sweetheart. Okay, my first point. I came to the Gambia and mid-September 2020. And I was there for a month and 3 weeks. The whole time I was there, just about up until the last couple of weeks, I got to run around with Blaxit. As far as making appointments to actually see the land and to get the proper paperwork.
So you heard that, okay? So he was there for 7 weeks altogether, okay? 7 weeks he was there altogether, and it was a constant turn down from Blaxit's camp, not being able to show him the land or any official documents to say that, the land now, was his. Nothing. The Akalo papers, she told everybody that they received the Akalo papers, but they never received it. Not once, okay? Clearly, they'd stayed there. They kept all their paperwork, documents. They kept it all together. They kept the receipt for the hotel they were staying in, and they've still got that receipt up until today. So there's no way that they're going to lose the most important piece of paper when it came to the main objective for them to fly all the way to Gambia in the first place. Oh, we lost that piece of paper. Not a chance. Okay, I'm going to have you guys listen on.
The problem is, before I got to the Gambia, I had somebody, I had a Gambian friend to do all the follow-up work as far as meeting with Juliet or Blaxit and checking out the land. That person tried from between May 2020 throughout the summer. Up to the time that I got there. And she in making an appointment to see the land.
Wow, that is an awful long time. So you're talking almost 4 months. So May all the way through to the end of, until after the summertime, make appointments to see Blaxit, who at the time was conveniently ill, I believe. I'm not even sure whether to believe that or not. I'm not sure whether to believe believe it or not. But yeah, at just the right time. An overwhelming coincidence. I'm going to have you guys, actually, I'm going to have you guys listen on a little bit longer. Okay.
Or nothing, or no other proceeding. She got so frustrated. By the time I got to the Gambia, she was finished with it. She didn't want nothing to do with it. Nothing. Because all she got was the runaround. Maybe we could set up an appointment to take a look at it for me. It was either I can't come because I have another appointment, or I'm sick, or I'm doing it. So, just about the same runaround stuff. Like I said, up until the last couple of weeks.
So that is horrendous. You know, imagine that. Imagine flying almost halfway in the world to see somebody. And this is highly indicative of a extremely unprofessional setup, right? It's highly indicative of a very unprofessional setup. So I'm going to have you guys listen onto the lady again first, because I want you guys to listen to her from the start. I'm not going to post a lot of her because I wanted you guys to listen to her carefully, and we're going to break down her video tomorrow, okay, in a normal video that I've edited. I hate editing videos, but we're going to do this because I need you guys to hear what she has to say, okay? But I'm going to have you listen to her right now for a little bit. One moment.
Before we decided to travel to the Gambia, we had a representative that was representing us, following up all this land stuff on our behalf. So, but at some point, the lady was tired. Tired of what? Tired of hearing all the flimsy excuses from Blaxit. Every time Blaxit will keep an appointment telling her we'll visit the land today, then she'll tell her, oh, sorry, we can't go there today, tomorrow. Then she keep moving it from tomorrow to tomorrow. And this representative lives in the Gambia, but she can't physically view the land. Okay, we decided to travel during that pandemic. So when we got to the Gambia, we went to our house, which was the first and last time we went to our house. And we took a picture with her that she said we went for dinner. We didn't go for dinner. We can't fly all the way to the Gambia just to go get dinner with her. We actually went there to see the land by ourselves, rather. So when we got there, we went to our house, like I said. So she asked her driver to take us to the land. The driver, after waiting for a long time, the driver now took us there. Guess what? The driver put on some stones like, is it here? The land was somewhere. I think it should be here. So you mean the driver which you sent to take us to the land for us to view doesn't know the place? Like, seriously, he doesn't know. Oh, I think he was here. Then at the end of it, he said his car was stuck. But I'm going to show you a video that she made when we raised to PayPal, when we called PayPal in, okay? When my husband couldn't view his property. Back and forth every day, back and forth, these flimsy excuses. So he had to call PayPal in. But guess what? This same land that we couldn't access, that her driver actually took us there, and then he said because the road is bad, the bus got stopped on the way, we couldn't access. But I'm going to show you a video of this same property that she claimed this is Sam's land. This is Sam's land. And the land is very clean, and there is no kind of muddy or anything that could stop somebody from getting to the place. Okay. So on this video, I will be giving you evidence on everything I'm saying. I'm not just saying nonsense or saying something because I want to say. I want to tell you the fact, and which it is true. So the driver didn't take us there, but he claimed his bus got stopped. after turning us around and making us feel that we are going to view our property, to no avail. We couldn't access it. We went home. Now, do you know Blaxit sent my husband Sam a text saying that I put it to you that I have what I'm saying now, I have that muted. She sent a text telling my husband Samuel that I put it to you that you have accessed and viewed your land, which is a lie. He never saw the land. The driver actually drove down, maneuver, and then guess what? He said his car was stuck because the road is bad, blah, 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 blah. That was it. We didn't see the line. So, but to my surprise, the driver insisted on a particular amount that's what Blaxit asked him to take from us, even when we couldn't achieve nothing. So I'm asking Blaxit, what is your aim? Is it to bring in the diaspora to Ghana? You know Blaxit's the land. So we actually called her. She doesn't return our text messages. But when we send a text to PayPal and PayPal got to her, that was when she was forced to make a video. And I'm going to show you that video that she sent.
So this is the corner peg off, which is right here. So we went from all the way.
So guys, I'm not allowed to show you the video of her physically, right? But you can listen to her, okay? You're allowed to listen to her, Blaxit, okay? So I just listen to, remember what I was talking to you about in the beginning, the sort of sales talk, when you want to try to make somebody perceive that you know what you're talking about. Okay, you need to listen to this because this is quite interesting, the way she talks. Okay, so listen carefully, but I can't show you the video. Even if I edited it, I couldn't show you the video because she'd have it taken down. Okay, so listen.
So this is the corner peg of Sam's land, which is right here. So we went from all the way over there to here, and his was painted green so we could identify it. So this is Sam, this is your land. From the peg over there, down to the peg across there, down to the peg down here, down to the peg across there.
Did that sound professional to you? Oh yeah, so this is your land. It's from the peg there to the peg over there, like, yeah, and the peg over there, like, and and to the peg over there. That's your land, mate. Yeah, Sam. That's this lady's husband's name, Sam. Okay, so she was trying to speak to them about that. Not trying to speak to them about it, but trying to say it out in public that she was kind of, that she has everything covered. I'm going to have to get this out. Give me 1 minute, guys. So it's a wild video, and I'm going to break this down a bit more tomorrow and analyze everything. I'm going to analyze everything which is said by Blaxit. Blaxit's driver, his blag, I don't know if you know what a blag is, some of you will know, tries to blag his way out of the situation. Okay, thank you, Tanya. Thank you. I'm going to go over that, but I'm actually going to put that into the video tomorrow so you guys can see in detail just how the land buying process goes. Okay, and what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try and speak to actually I'm not going to try that. That's not going to be professional if I do that. What I was going to do is I was going to try and give you scenarios with an estimated time of how long it would take for any particular piece of land to be bought. Whether it's the government still sells land at sometimes, not all the time, but they do. whether it's government land or whether it's owned privately, whether it's owned by, whether it's leasehold or freehold or whatever, how long it basically takes and what different types of structures. But I think I'm going to put that into the oversight because I've made quite a few videos for oversight, but I'm going to start putting that type of information into oversight. So you guys, I mean, if I'm telling you online, if I'm telling you online this type of information, clearly, you know, and I'm putting it through our business YouTube channel, then you will know that we're not messing around. Okay, it's better. So let's have a listen to what you guys are saying. Yes, Tanya. Yeah, thanks for that. Thank you very much. I won't be able to go through it right now, though, but I will go through it for tomorrow. Thank you very much. Blob. Oh, come on. African Caribbean diaspora talks. Wow. BJ, you said Gambia wasn't inside Senegal. So how come everything that enters Gambia past Senegal first? Senegal supply Gambia electricity, internet. Banjul Airport cannot run without Senegal airspace. That's not the truth, is it? It can, but it would be tight. Too many variables. There is, and that's what I'm trying to say, KS. There doesn't need to be, but when you are in the agent's position, as many variables as possible is what you need. You need to be able to give your client and say to them, it could be this, it could be that, it could be that, or it could be the other. Okay, but we'll see what happens, and we'll see if we can do this. Okay, yeah, you know. Oh yeah, it could happen today, it could happen tomorrow, it could happen next year. We don't quite know, but that's just the way buying houses in the Gambia goes sometimes. Sorry, you know, that kind of rubbish. It empowers them. It gives them more energy. It gives them more purpose. Because remember, they've already got their money. They've probably spent it by the time you start going down the road to you know, get your paperwork sorted. They've probably already spent their little piece of the parcel, you know, and so that's just what oversight is trying to get rid of. It's trying to lower these variables, lower everything to make your project a lot more efficient, you know, so you are much more knowledgeable about how to buy land. So that the next time maybe you won't even need to go through us. You can just buy it through yourself whilst we teach you the methods. I can't afford not to have my Gambian passport. Just marry a Gambian, guys. You will get your land processed faster, secure for the future. Yeah, I can't argue with that one. But I think Tanya's married to a Gambian, and I think she said that you have to wait a certain amount of time before you get those types of privileges, right? In Ghana, the Guinea-Bissau, you can still buy it from the government and retailers. Okay, I didn't know what you're talking about. Let's have a look. Yes, Gambia is inside Senegal, but they don't supply shit to us. It's just lately that Barrow trying to bring all of his Senegalese companies, but never happens during Jammeh. Well, Senegal supply Gambia electricity, internet, fishermen. Now, come on now. Even the roads in the Gambia is done by Senegalese. The hotels are built by Senegalese or Nigerians. Is that the truth? Is this the truth, guys? I don't know. Who's long straw? Nah, you know what? I need African Caribbean diaspora talks. I can't even say out loud some of your comments. And because YouTube isn't about that kind of talk, they don't understand you, so they're not blocking you either. You're funny. Anyway, so guys, none of you came on to say your piece, so I'm going to leave it there because I didn't want to kill my StreamYard time. But this is the truth, guys. This is the way it is at this moment, right? You still got people coming out with their hands up. And tomorrow I'm going to try and make a video that is really quick. I'm going to try and make it about 12 minutes, 11 minutes long, so you can just get the information, bam, 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 you can see it. I just want you to get it out there so you can see it for yourself. What hell these guys are going through at this moment. Because this is just one person, remember. There's a whole crew of people that this type of thing has happened to, who's gone through this type of pain. And it's sad. It is really sad that we're in this situation. But now that you know, the best thing to do, clearly, is to make sure you avoid unregistered agents, avoid people who are asking you for money up front. That should never be, especially if you're buying a house. Shouldn't have to pay money up front, should you? You pay an earnest deposit, right? That should be enough. If you're buying a house for $100,000 in the Gambia, right? You put down 3-4%. You put down an earnest payment, right? I mean, even 4% is a lot. You put down 3%, that should be enough. It's $3,000, right? That should be enough. You should never have to pay these guys your money at any point. Go with these guys. Okay, you never have to pay your money until you've got your paperwork. Everything is sorted out. You can run away with the paperwork. It doesn't work that way. Clearly, if the reason why you use the escrow, our escrow, the reason why we use it's because it protects both parties. If it didn't protect one party and only protected the other, then a deal wouldn't go through, right? So it protects both parties. Ton, if you could be a Nigerian, if you could be a Nigerian city, which one would you be and why? Oh man, I like Lagos because it's near the ocean. But Abuja looks really good. Boy, Abuja looks. It's like the place where, I don't know, it's beautiful. The roads are nice and wide and clean. It's crazy. It's certainly not the African city that we see on TV over here in the West. Kids with ripped shirts, begging for money. Money, no food, hungry, pot bellies. Yeah, it's Abuja is nicer than most European cities. Abuja is crazy. We've got Milton Keynes in the UK. That's a city that we built out of nowhere, like Abuja, right? Abuja is sort of similar. It was a city that was built to be the capital city of Nigeria, right? And now all of a sudden it's like they engineered the city perfectly. Yeah, nice city, but I wouldn't live there because it has no ocean. If you could be a Nigerian, do you know how many people are involved in the class action lawsuit against Blaxit? You want me to answer that question? If you want me to answer that question, I can give you a ballpark. No, actually, I'm not going to answer it. That's for them to say. I'm sorry, I can't answer that question. There's about 800,000 Senegalese of Senegalese origin living in the Gambia. I don't. Yeah, I think you're right there. We don't have to abide by these lines drawn up by the pale people from the West. Sorry guys, right there. I'm going to Milton Keynes has too many right. Yeah. I don't think it's that much of a crime hotspot. People are living really good lives there. Yeah. It's nice. There is a lot more organized crime there. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was lots of organized crime in the Gambia. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how a lot of these people, you know, how they're making their money. Not the natives, okay, but the other people, how they're making their money. Because if you've got some sort of hold, or if you're paying off the people at the port in the Gambia, do whatever you want, man. You can send anything to that port. And then send it up the pipeline up into Morocco. Boom. There's stuff going up into Morocco all the time, right? So send it to North Morocco and just try and get it over into Spain. And then you are living like, you'd only have to do it once and you're a multi British pound millionaire. Yeah, have a think about that. And you know, that's just me thinking off the top of my head. There's guaranteed a lot of people from the criminal underworld who are around in the most Western country in Africa, the Western country on the mainland of Africa. So yeah, Ton would rename Kingston Jamaica. Okay, that's enough from you. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Okay, guys, I need to say thank you for listening to this one. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to post a video. I'm going to post a couple of videos, actually. I've got a nice video, another video that I need to watch. But I'm going to edit it tonight. I'm going to edit those videos tonight. And I'm going to post it tomorrow, so you have that. And I'm just going to break it down for you real quickly. I'm going to make it real nice and short so you can watch it at some point. And you have to sit down and listen to me bark on for an hour and a half. Okay, guys? So thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. And thank you for being here this evening. I know it's not what I expected. I really wish these laptops would work and I could show you the video and pause it. I can't do it on an Android device or an Apple device. You know, I can't do it through an app. I need to do it on a computer. And I do have laptops I am able to do it normally, but for some reason, both of them are blocked. I wonder if somebody sent me a virus or something, because too much of a coincidence, right? Anyway, so no worries about that. We'll get it sorted tomorrow, at least. You'll have a nice short video for yourselves. A couple tomorrow. You can watch for yourselves, okay? So anyway, that's it from me for tonight, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you, and like the video if you haven't liked the video yet. I'd like to say, and I want to give an extra special thank you to my Patreons. I haven't had any super chats tonight, but I don't expect them, guys. But thank you for all those people who give me them in the past. You guys, thank you for watching, because you don't understand. You support me when you do watch, and I really do appreciate it. And I like to engage with you guys, hence the reasons why I like doing these lives. So thank you very much. And I will see you tomorrow. But until then, yeah, please think twice. Terror a bit. Haven't said that in a while, have I? Please think twice. Barry, you are a big liar. So guys, I'm gonna turn this off now. Take care.